Hey guys, Shane from Jaggs Journeys here for another live stream every second Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Queensland time here in Australia. So I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who is joining me tonight on YouTube and taking time out of your busy Wednesday nights. It's always appreciated you guys jumping on. Hey Ryder, nice to see you, mate. I hope all is well. And thanks for jumping on. David, how are you? Hope everyone is well. I'm a little bit early, so a couple of minutes early. Yeah, Ryder, you got it, mate. We're always every second Wednesday, unless I put something out that says I'm not coming on for whatever reason. Hey, Johnny, Taylor, Ileana, Buzzle, as a Buzzy, David. Yep. All right. Hope everyone's had an awesome week. Hope you've all got to do something, excuse me, fun and exciting over the last weekend. Yeah. And got a bit of a few things to go through tonight. So I got a bit of a list going here tonight. So yeah. Hey, Brandon. So appreciate you guys all jumping on here. Obviously, there's been some announcements from Movie World today about the stunt show, which is pretty cool. I got to say, it's kind of what we were expecting, which is cool. Hey, Pam. So yeah, let's start with that. I suppose that was announced today. So yeah, we're looking at a new stunt show opening in December. There's no date exactly on this yet, but I've kind of heard it'll be mid December, and it's called Spy Chase. And this is, I'm kind of glad that they've gone down this avenue because obviously it's, you know, we're looking for that Hollywood-esque stunt show, right? So what you'd expect to see if you were watching a Hollywood action movie being filmed. That's what we kind of want to see, which is kind of what Police Academy gave us in the early days. And yeah, so we're looking at, you know, there's going to be car chases, motorbikes, explosions. There's going to be people falling off buildings, stunt men and stunt women. So that's all really cool. Like it's really, really, really exciting. So yeah, so Spy Chase. So I'm excited for Spy Chase. Obviously, there's going to be a bit of a storyline to that whole show, which is exciting. And yeah, so yeah, we're really excited for that. So mid-December, whilst I haven't released a date yet, mid-December is when that will be opening. So we can safely say that. And they definitely want to get it in there at least 10 days before Boxing Day, essentially. So when the big crowds hit on Boxing Day or the day after Boxing Day, yeah, it's going to be all a well-oiled show, essentially, so to speak. And something else that was that movie will put out was they're bringing back Mad Mike. So if any of you guys remember the Police Academy days, I think he was in the show in that as well, but he was the guy also who did the warm up. So he was the police guy that as you were walking in, as the crowd was walking in, he would make it extremely fun and, you know, sort of have light humor there and sort of tease people in a fun way. And yeah, I tell you what, he was incredible, and he's coming back. So how exciting is that? We're gonna see a bit of nostalgia, definitely a bit of the old school kind of feel, I guess, to the stunt show, and that's what's exciting. And yeah, it's definitely bringing the park back. So if you look at everything the park's starting to do now, so as I mentioned on my video last week about Breakfast with the Stars was announced last week. Now, that was something that was done in the very early days at Movie World, in the same location in the old Stars restaurant or cafe, essentially. So really excited, definitely really excited to check that out. It is quite pricey though. I guess, I mean, I don't know. There's some inclusions there. For example, you get a photo. You also get unlimited soft drink for the day around the park, which is cool. And you also get, I think it's a voucher for popcorn and for ice cream while you're in park. I kind of would have thought. I was surprised that they did all of that. They made the breakfast so kind of pricey because it's got only got those inclusions. There's no other option at this stage, so I'm kind of hoping they're going to have um, a cheaper option there. So, and obviously you got to still get into the park, right? So, this runs from I think it's 8:30 to 10:30. At this point in time, it starts on Saturdays only. It'll probably be during peak. It'll probably be 7 days a week, but it'll probably just go back to Saturdays out of peak, I'd imagine. Yeah, I was kind of hoping there'd be a version which just the breakfast and the experience. No photo, no unlimited soft drink, no ice cream, no popcorn. That's what I would pay for. That's what I would do because I don't buy the popcorn. I don't buy the ice cream. I don't really buy the unlimited drink. I don't need a photo. Essentially, that's me. But you've got people that obviously are going there for the first time to Movie World, and they would want to have the whole experience, of course. So I think they need to have two options there. One, breakfast only, all the inclusions of just the breakfast, and then have that other one as an option. Maybe they'll do that outside of peak. Maybe let's watch the space and have a look. But there's a couple of exciting things there. So that one, and the stunt show, and of course, Scooby-Doo Spooky Coaster reopens again in December. Probably, I'm thinking around probably just before the stunt show. I would imagine. There's been no official date announced as yet, but we're kind of thinking it's going to be around that time. Even though I've been invited out to ride it with a few other lucky people before it opens to the public, we haven't been given any dates yet, though. So we don't know. So as soon as we're told, then we can ride it. And I don't know how far before it opens. They're still doing, as far as I know, they're still doing the commissioning of the ride. And I think that ride has to do 500 cycles, like with no errors. I think that's the commissioning of the coaster. As far as I know, I could be slightly out on that, but I think it's roughly about 500 cycles. As far as I know, they're up to I think over 300 maybe at the moment. So maybe 350 or something since they've been running it. So yeah, it's really exciting that it's opening and that it's going to be a little bit again back to original how it kind of was. Now we just need the Gremlins ride to come back. However, that's in the same spot as Scooby, so it'll have to go elsewhere. But that kind of thing, it's all going to have to be. I mean, I guess there's still room to move there, like with Doomsday area. There's a big place there. They've got space to do stuff with, even in where they had the, like where they had the Batman exhibition and all that. There's that space as well. So there could be some more rides and attractions and options coming up in the future. And then there will be, obviously. But yeah, we're just excited to see Movie World finally sitting down and going, let's bring this back to the movie park that it is rather than the superhero park it is. Obviously, there's a place for the superheroes and the Looney Tunes, of course, but it ultimately needs to be a movie park. So, for example, the park in Germany, years and years ago when I was working at Movie World, they were building Movie World. It was Warner Brothers Movie World Germany. And it's almost an identical replica. And if you want to see what it's like, check out Riley's That's So Mid video. He was just over there recently, and he's got a video there. And it's basically you walk in, Main Street's the same, identical. Where Scooby is, I think it's a Van Helsing ride and that kind of thing. But they still have movie-based rides there as well, and they have a replica, exact copy of the Bermuda Triangle ride that used to be at SeaWorld. That's at that park as well. It's now called Movie Park Germany. They got rid of the Warner Brothers and they put in a few other IPs. But I think movie world's realized we've got to go back to original. And I think that's really important because that's what people want to see, a movie-based theme park. With the the superhero aspects in there and the Looney Tunes as well, but it ultimately needs to be something movie based. More than one thing, there needs to be a few movie based things in there. So really excited for the future for Movie World. I hope everything's on track for all that kind of thing. Also, I have heard that I don't know if it's been announced yet, but I'm pretty sure Superman and the Flash will be open again for let's just say peak season. So probably from like the 27th onwards. So that's good news. Let's just let's hope everything goes well with that. And yeah, so essentially everything back up and running again. And then obviously Superman will be good to go again for another 10 years essentially. Once because that part's that's being replaced is pretty major. So yeah, I know it's a little bit disappointing sometimes. Like now, when if you go, you pay full price, and then there's rides on planned maintenance. Then there's several rides on unplanned maintenance. I get it; it is disappointing for sure. But 9 times out of 10, if people have come a long way for their first time or what have you, and they've paid full price, and 9 times out of 10, if they pop into guest services and just have a chat with them, like nicely and politely, usually they'll do something for you. Like they're not all like no, So if you're coming, if you're in for a few days, they'll probably say, "Well, do you want to come back another day?" Or I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying they're going to definitely say that, but of course, but they would be understanding of the current park situation essentially. And unfortunately, it's not always known or not like that when people book. So, but anyway, exciting times for Movie World. Also, obviously, there is White Christmas event starting on the 11th of December. So that's another cool thing that's exciting. And they've also mentioned, I think I saw a post for Hooray for Hollywood. That usually kicks off on the 27th of December, and goes through the end of January as well. So lots of stuff happening at that one park alone. So if you've just joined us, we've just covered off the stunt show, the Scooby Coaster, White Christmas, the Breakfast with the Stars, all that kind of thing. A couple of the new rides, a couple of the existing rides coming back online for peak. So I'm just gonna. I know there's been heaps of comments coming through, so I'm just gonna have a quick look at the comments, guys, and then we're going to talk about King Claw. All right. So, and by the way, I just want to say thank you for everyone who's saying hi, because everyone's saying hi, and it's I appreciate you all being on there. So, Pam saying she saw the King Claw on TV this afternoon with staff on it. Hey, well, that's a really positive sign. If they're now doing testing with staff, like not just the crash test dummies, that's awesome. So they're very close to opening. So that's really exciting. Could be the beginning of December, potentially. No data announced yet, though. We'll keep our ears and eyes open. You guys, too, if you see and hear something, let us know, and we'll let everyone know, of course. I don't always hear things first either because, I'm not sitting on social media all day, every day. I'm working. So I usually see it when I come home. Okay. Let's have a look here. Parent one, I'm going to Dreamworld on Saturday. Well, I hope you have a wonderful time on Saturday. I think the weather's supposed to be good. Hey, Matt, thanks for jumping on. I'm good, thanks. Yeah, definitely exciting day for Movie World. Yeah, the trailers look good for the stunt show. Yeah, we're all excited for that, so that's exciting. Hey, Bodie, thanks for visiting us at Evercorp. All good. Yes, we had a great time. Those of you that haven't seen it or not sure what I'm talking about, excuse me, last Saturday, we had a bit of a theme park cartel podcast outing. So myself, excuse me, Riley and Adrian. So Riley from That's So Mid, Adrian from AU Theme Park Fan, which obviously we have the podcast. Make sure you check that out. The new episode, Patreon only episode comes out this Friday, and then these are monthly podcasts that we're releasing. But we went to Evil Corp in Fortitude Valley in Brisbane. And Bodie on here is one of the scare actors. I tell you what, when you as you guys know, I love going to Fright Nights and all the Halloween events. the thing I like about Evil Corp is it's an all year round scare attraction. All right, and I think Bodie might correct me if I'm wrong here. I think currently it might only be open on Saturdays, or I'm not sure if it's open. I did see on the website maybe Wednesday to Saturday. I could be wrong, but I think Saturdays definitely. He'll correct me if I'm wrong, and I'll probably have to scroll through to get to his comment. But check out the website anyway, Evil Corp, in Fortitude Valley in Brisbane. They have a bar. It's obviously for 18 plus. So there's a bar there. They have a DJ down there as well. It's underground, and this it is definitely haunted as well. That is a fact. We were talking with the owner, and she said that they actually have, and Bodie probably know this. They have like people come down, like the paranormal, like is it the tours they do? I'm not sure that, but they've definitely, there's definitely a part of that that's in within the maze that is actually haunted. It's really eerie feeling, and that part I could pick where it was because it went really cold. But the good thing with this is, yeah, these scare actors are always doing this job, so they're experts in what they do, and it's the environment or the atmosphere is very eerie, and so first of all, we went through together, but when I say together, we weren't like holding shoulders or anything. You know, we spaced ourselves out a fair bit so we could film as well, because we had booked, well, they had offered us an exclusive time before the public came through, so we were able to go through a few times and get the footage we need, which I haven't finished, by the way. We haven't released everything. I've just done a snippet for now, because I've just got so much going on and it takes time to edit this stuff. But there'll be some short form content coming out for Evil Corp. But yeah, we also went through by ourselves, and I tell you what, it's scary, really, really scary. And I don't know how Bodie gets on and all the other scare actors, like it's being in that environment, waiting for people. I'd be scared just sitting there going, "This is scary." But they do such a great job, and that's what you pay the money for. You pay the money to be not just jump scared, but to be terrified. And I tell you what, it is. It's more to it than just a few jump scares. And it goes for, like, I think the whole experience is around 12 minutes. So you think about the mazes at, say, you know, any of the ones we've done over through Friday nights or through Halloween. You know, some are longer than others, but generally you're out within, say, 3 minutes, maybe around about 4, maybe 5 max, some of them. But yeah, you're out of this one in like, well, obviously you don't want to run fast. You want to take your time through it. But I think it was like 7 minutes or 9 minutes, maybe, just the maze. It takes a fair bit. It's quite extensive. It is excellent. I tell you what, it's so good. Yeah, it's in the valley, which is also a very scary place on its own on a Saturday night. Let me tell you, when you come out from there and you're like, where am I? What is this? Pretty scary place. But look, I'd recommend, if you're going into the city and you want to do something even before going into the clubs or what have you, yeah, do that. I think it opens from maybe 6:30, maybe 6:30, 7 o'clock, 6:30, I think. I think the bar might be open before then. That's the time the maze opens. Get on their website, though, at Evil Corp. Check it out. If you're in Brisbane and you want to do something, it's all year round, but I think at the moment it might even be Wednesdays. Let's just have a quick scroll to see if Bodie's made some comments there, because here you go. Oh, there we go. So he's saying they have ghost hunts they have ghost hunts on this Friday night. So that, yeah, what I'm saying is absolutely. So he's saying the maze is open every Saturday night, but the bar is open with other things from Wednesday to Friday. Okay, gotcha. So there you go. But yeah, I tell you what, it's so worth it. I got absolutely, we loved it. It's not my first time there. I've been there a couple of times. Enjoyed it, like really, really, really enjoyed it, and definitely come back again. And by the way, soon I'll actually be giving away a pass to Evil Corp. All right, so if you're keen, you have to be 18 18 and plus to win that pass, because obviously it's a licensed venue. But yeah, so that's coming up, and in maybe the next few weeks. So look out for some short form content soon. I've got to get all that done and out and edited. So what I released wasn't the whole video or anything. It was just a snippet kind of thing of me getting really, really scared, because you could hear me breathing. My heart was pounding, like, and I was like, because I was like, it really takes, yeah, it's quite frightening. So, but in a good way as well. Well, you know what I mean? If you're wanting to get scared, you got to go and check it out. And all these guys, Bodie and the rest of the team, they're amazing job, just incredible. So yeah, got to check out Evil Corp. So yeah, thanks, Bodie, and you and your team there. It was awesome. I have to check out the ghost hunts there one night. I think that might be something else that might be cool if we can film it. I just want to give a quick shout out to Fuel Radar for the super chat. Apologies, I didn't get to you, but sooner. I was rambling on, but thank you for the super chat. Always appreciate you guys. I'm going good. Thank you for asking. Appreciate you jumping on, spending your time again, listening to me ramble on. But we've got a lot of good stuff to go through tonight, which is really exciting, which is really cool. But thank you so much. I really appreciate your ongoing support, and for always being on the lives as well. So thank you very, very much. It's very grateful. I'm very grateful, and I appreciate it. Yeah, so there we go. Brandon's saying, I believe Spy Chasers are non-IP. That's right. It's their own brand or version of a made-up name, so they don't have to pay an expensive IP. Definitely a lot more budget-friendly, 100%. So, yeah, it should be good. Craig says, bring back the Hollywood movie magic. Yeah, I agree, mate. And I think if they do it smart, they could probably tie it in with the studios. But I know when they're full, it's just too hard, obviously. So maybe with all these tariffs, there might be a little less filming going on, and they might be able to do something. Fingers crossed. Right, make use of the existing infrastructure and just have some kind of little shuttle or a walkway that takes you down to one of the sound stages. That'd be cool. On Matt saying the buffet breakfast from 8:30 to 10, not 10:30. Thank you, mate. I knew it was 10 something. Are the parks usually packed during early January? Yeah, 100%. It's the busiest time of the year. It's very, very, very busy. Would recommend several day visits to get everything done, or if you only got one day, forking out for fast track, which is not cheap. So, but very, very busy. Johnny just saying, hey, Jaggs, just watch your video on Rainbow's End in New Zealand. Thank you. We are planning to go with the family in the near future. What's your thoughts? Keen for the log flume? Yeah, I've been on the log flume a stack of times. The day I filmed that video, it was supposed to come up from maintenance, and it wasn't ready. So, but that is an awesome log flume. I tell you now, it is one of the best log flumes, one of the best I've ever been on. Maybe aside of Splash Mountain. So, yeah, really worth it. Obviously, they just opened a brand new attraction. They brought back the pirate ship. They had one there years ago, so they've got that back. They've got a small drop tower. It's pretty cool. They've got the corkscrew coaster, which it's an arrow coaster. And surprisingly, when I went on that, and I went on that back in the 80s, I'm telling you, it's been there forever. It was smooth as. I couldn't believe how smooth it was because, Gold Coaster at Dreamworld is an arrow coaster as well. Different design. That's but rough. I find that rough compared to this. So yeah, it's the same one they used to. Well, same type of one they used to have at SeaWorld as well. But yeah, look, Rainbow's End's a great day out. Honestly, it's no big movie world or anything like that. But we enjoy going to theme parks or amusement parks, no matter what the size and what they have to offer, because they have their own character. As in, you know what I mean, like atmosphere. And it just it feels different at each park. So you judge each park for what they are, not compared to something else, and you'll have a great day. They've got like the Can-Am cars, like the little go-karts there as well, which is cool. Yeah, there's the gold mine little roller coaster there. That's cool. That was built in house too, which is pretty incredible. It was really cool. Lots of cool rides. Bumper boats, it's always a favorite. So yeah, I'd recommend going there for sure. Um, them saying, yep, stunt show looks more movie relevant. 100%. That's what we're looking forward to the most. Yep, really excited for Scooby reopening. As I said before, absolutely exciting for that. Excuse me. Does anyone know when the sale comes on for Movie World and SeaWorld? Yeah, so there's a what is it? Is it Black Friday sale? Is that what it's called? No, that doesn't sound right. What's that sale coming up? You know the one. It is Black Friday, I think. Anyway, 24th, I read somewhere. 24th is when the Village Roadshow one comes on, as far as I know. All right. Juliana says someone told you December 8th for reopening for Scooby. Oh, look, there's been a few dates we've heard as well, but Movie World haven't announced a date yet, so we don't know. I'd say definitely before the stunt show. So if the stunt show's planned for mid-December, it'll probably be between that time somewhere. So around that time, I would say as soon as we hear the date, we will obviously, like everyone else will too, we'll plaster it all over our socials, so you guys will know. If you see it before me, let me know. Hey, there you go. It was great seeing me at the Comic-Con. Thank you very much. How did I find the Supernova Brisbane? Busy, really, really busy. I struggled. I really wanted heaps more cosplay in my video. It's just like every time you wanted to stop, there was so many people, and it was just moving. Like it was probably the busiest. I reckon it was one of the busiest Supernovas I've been to. It was shoulder to shoulder like the whole time. Hard to film, hard to really stop and talk to people and have them, like I managed to get a few on there, and I appreciate those people who took the time out to say hi and be on the video. But yeah, I mean, look, I always enjoy Supernova. It was just super busy. My highlight was meeting some of the cast of thousands of Zombie Plane. And yeah, I'll just show you something real quick. So if you haven't seen my Supernova video, so Zombie Plane is a movie that's coming out in, I think it's February actually, and it does have Sophie Monk. Obviously in here you've got Sophie Monk, Vanilla Ice, Chuck Norris. Unfortunately, those three weren't here at the Supernova, but there's heaps of other people in there. Brian Austin Green, who I met, and Lincoln Lewis, who I met, Cody Simpson, who I met, and there's several other cast members. There was probably another 6. I think there's like 8 of them or something. But yeah, they all signed this. Now I've got this. You should check out my video if you think, I don't watch Jaggs as a Supernova video because I'm not into Supernova. I get it. But you know me, I try and make each video as fun and entertaining as I can possibly make it. All right. And interesting. So I try to just showcase what it's all about. But I was able to, luckily, I was very fortunate. I was able to meet all the people that were there. And I had permission to film. My wife was filming me, meeting them all. Just so happened I knew their publicists. How random. I didn't know she was going to be there. Because as you guys know, at Supernova and all the famous people, you got to pay money to get your photo, to get your autographs. And if I put a camera up anywhere near these famous people, there's about 10 people that are tackling you to the ground and trying to wrestle your camera off you. Not quite, but almost, saying no filming. So, yeah, whilst my wife was filming, there was people trying to take the camera down but we had permission from the star's publicist. I've known her for several years now. Very amazing person, very kind, and they also, as a family, follow my channel as well. So she said, "No, go for it." And so autographs, video footage. So check it out. Like, I mean, those of you older, like myself, who watched Beverly Hills 90210 back in the 90s, Brian Austin Green, he played David on that character on that show. He was there, like, shook his hand, had a chat to him. Really nice guy. Obviously, he's been in a stack more movies and shows and things since Beverly Hills 90210. But it was just so cool, and they were all just so nice, and I just chatted away, and it was just awesome. So that was my highlight, was meeting these guys and getting autographs from these guys. So this movie comes out in February. I believe it's February. Zombie Plane. Now, if you recall that Fearophobia in the Gold Coast here, there was the zombie plane, or part of the zombie plane set. So the seats from the aircraft, the internal walls of the windows of the aircraft. And I did a live stream at I did a TikTok live stream, and I was filming in there. I was sitting on the seats and everything, so it was cool to see that, and then to see they had some of the seats here as well, and then to meet these guys, incredible. So that was my highlight of Supernova. I mean, years gone by, I have paid the money and had photos with several famous people and got the autographs and spent the $200. But yeah, I mean, of late, I guess the people I grew up watching and that don't come as often to these. I mean, Jean-Claude Van Damme was supposed to be here. I mean, that probably would have been one I would have loved to have seen, but he had to cancel, unfortunately. Not sure why, but anyway, that was so cool. So yeah, I loved it, and Gold Coast is April as usual, so can't wait for that one. I missed it this year because unfortunately, I had to go to Florida. But anyway, yeah. All right, let's check out some more comments. Then we'll head up, talk about what else is happening. And then we'll recap, because I know some people jump on and jump off through the night as well. And I know some of you are in other time zones. I appreciate it might be 11 o'clock if you're in New Zealand, or it could be 9 o'clock if you're in other states of Australia, or earlier if you're in WA. But thank you all. I appreciate it. Matt's just talking to someone else there. That's fine. Hey, Taylor, how you doing? Thank you for jumping on. I think there's going to be a special Black Friday sale coming out for Village Roadshow theme parks, like how Dreamworld have got a $99 one, I think it is at the moment. Get on that if you need to upgrade. It's really good. Anna, she's saying, I just came back last Wednesday from Japan, and I went to Disneyland and Disney Sea in Tokyo. Man, I want to go there too. I haven't been to those two parks. I hope you had an awesome time. I'm sure you would have. I hear that those Disney parks, particularly Disney Sea, is like some of the best themed theme parks in the world. So, yeah. So I think if everyone can try and get to those parks in Japan at some time, it's well worth it, and a lot less expensive than going to the US, particularly with the exchange rate. I don't know. I might maybe try and get there next year. Depends. Got to save money, which is hard enough for everyone with everything else going up. Anna's also bought a Village Roadshow pass and going to Movie tomorrow. Enjoy your day. Won't quite be the same as Disneyland, Tokyo, or Disney Sea, though, but you'll still like it for what it is. And it also says one of her friends works at the bar at Evil Corp. Oh, cool. Yeah, well, the lady that was at the bar, she's making some awesome cocktails for us as well. So I've got, when I do the video, it'll be short form video, but when I do those videos, you'll be able to see that. Maybe it's her. Okay. All right. When are you going to Dreamworld to give an update? I don't know. Maybe this weekend. I've posted some photos of King Claw, give some updates on what's happening there. Last week I think it was. Probably post a few more. Had a couple more sent through today, so I just seen tonight when I got home. So probably post some more tomorrow. But look, it's been a couple of weeks since I've been back to Dreamworld, so probably just do a a generic one, and probably this week, potentially. So soon, watch this space. Stay subscribed. When does Superman reopen? We're hoping for Boxing Day or around that time. Does anyone watch Big Brother? I've seen a few of the episodes. I mean, yeah, it's all right. I'm not really sort of that into it, but yeah, it's all right. Is it worth to get the dinner at White Christmas, or is it worth to get dinner beforehand? Okay, so that's Ileana, I think, asked the question, if I remember your screen name correctly, I think. Okay, so there's two options for White Christmas buffet dinner this year. One is the normal one they have at the Rick's cafe. We normally do it every year. Look, I like. If you were to go to a restaurant for Christmas dinner, it's going to cost you. Some places are charging well over $100 and something to $300 per person, like crazy. It's just food, right? I know it's extra nice and all the trimmings, and Christmas time is special and all that. But movie people do a wonderful job. The buffet never disappoints. It's all the trimmings, just everything you could ever possibly dream of is there for pretty much everything. Seafood, the whole lot. So I think it's very much worth it. This year, there's an extra special. There's the normal one, and then there's Christmas buffet at the Stars restaurant. It's $20 more, so it's $100 per person. And it's from, as far as I can see, obviously there'll be less people in there because it's a smaller venue. They will have, I think, a photo involved with a character or characters, and then they're also going to basically cut off the front area. So if you're there for the night, which you would be, obviously, you want to watch the parade, they're going to make that the parade VIP viewing area from there. The public won't be able to get up there, and I normally end up there. That's one of my many spots, but it's going to be only if you've paid for the extra buffet dinner. So I don't know. I mean, I'm guaranteed both will sell out. They always usually do, and it does give them more capacity, having essentially a third venue, because they've got Rick's Cafe, then they've got the Overflow restaurant next door to Rick's, and then they've got this one now as well. So no doubt they'll sell them all out. So it just depends which one you want to do. I'd definitely recommend doing the basic one. It's not that basic, by the way. It's pretty excellent, actually. We've done it, I think, every year. So I would say yes, definitely worth doing it. Have you tried the cloak mod for the Witcher 3? Sorry, is that a game? I'm not familiar with that. Jeremy, Jaggs, love your content. Thank you very much. What ride do you think will draw in more people this peak season? King Claw or the updated Scooby coaster? Good question. I mean, that is a hard one, I guess, because I think when most people come to the Gold Coast for their annual holidays, I think they will do all parks. I think most people do all parks. It's only really the annual pass holder that sort of choose which parks they're going to buy the annual passes for, because they're expensive. Let's face it, they're good value, providing you're getting the use out of it, like how I do. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, Scooby is the probably most popular ride at Movie World. Always has been. There's so much anticipation and build up to get back and to ride this, because it's been closed for so long, and they've done multi-million-dollar worth of upgrades on the ride operating system, and obviously they've added theming and lighting and everything back to originality where possible. So, but better, I reckon, as well. So I don't know. I mean, Scooby, you might have to say by default Scooby, but I think people will still go to Dreamworld as well and be keen to ride King Claw no matter what. So I think both parks are going to really benefit from both having new attractions. Obviously, Wet and Wild, it's got Zoom Zone opening soon as well. There's 4 new body slides right at the front of the park there. So It opens really soon as well. And obviously SeaWorld's got a new dolphin show opening again, probably like early December, I'd imagine, early or mid-December. So I think tourists will do all the parks on the most side of things, I would say. But I think they're both people are gonna want to do both. That's what I think. I don't know. I couldn't give an exact split, but I reckon people are gonna want to do both. Scooby's probably I'm probably leaning more towards Scooby. I think because that's that's rideable for like everyone. Whereas not everyone's going to do King Claw because it's a full on ride. But we'll see. We'll see. We shall see indeed. All right. Yep, Dreamworld staff riding the King Claw today. We got to mention it. Thank you for mentioning it. But yeah, that's interesting. We were told, that's what they're doing. So that's exciting, actually, really exciting. Oops, what have I done? Done something to my screen. Anyway, I'm sure I'm still looking okay from. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Lost my place. Okay. Yeah, there's a few dates obviously floating around for Scooby-Doo, so we're not sure yet exactly of the date until it's officially announced. Okay, found my spot, found where I was. What are your thoughts on the Superman escape being down and movie board not taking advantage of this time to remove the lockers? Okay, yeah, I was kind of thinking that they'd use that time for that. However, remember, so the locker thing was planned, right? So that was costed and planned. The reason why it's down at the moment is it's unplanned. That major part that faltered, they couldn't just go and buy a new part. They have had to go and get it manufactured. They don't make that part anymore. And I believe it's a super expensive major part. Okay, so and as far as I know, it's here. It's arrived. They're working on installation and should be open for around Boxing Day, right? So that's a good thing. So because that was unplanned, my guess is, and I haven't heard anything, my guess would be they've had to divert those funds from that project to get the ride operational again. That makes more sense, right? They've got to get that ride open again. It's the iconic front of the park ride. It has to be open. So that's just my opinion, because they have a budget like everyone, and yeah, there might be a little bit of stuff that like they might like unplanned stuff, but I think this was just such a huge cost that they've had to prioritize. They need to fix that. They need to spend the money on that. So that's just what I think. So I think that, I mean, I know what you mean, that they haven't said anything, and I think that's the thing. It's like, well, what's going on? But sometimes I think that they're so worried about let's do we need to get this fixed that maybe they don't realize people are going, what's happening with this? Because you mentioned this, and there's been pictures of this, what it's going to look like. So maybe if they had to say, hey guys, just so you know, we've got to get this fixed. So the queuing area is going to be put off till next financial year, but it will happen. Just so, but I think that's what's going to happen. So just means that for peak, I guess a couple of things though. Like the last couple of years, we've seen Superman ride. We've seen the queues during peak. I'm talking 27th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th December, more so. Those queues in the morning, queue right down into Main Street. So, and the queue gets pretty big during the day. However, this year, we've also got, obviously, we've got Wizard of Oz still open, but we've got Scooby reopening. That's a real, what I call a crowd eater. So people go in there, it sucks people into that ride and takes them out of the park. So I think they'll be okay as far as queuing, but I know that they'll probably will definitely still do that re-queuing for the locker area and all that later on. So just to give you some perspective on what I think is probably going on there. All right. Ileana's in New South Wales on a little holiday. Enjoy. So you're an hour ahead. There you go. I feel bad for holding you back so long, chatting. Oh, it's Supernova. Nah, it's all right. I was there for quite a few hours. It's only when I'm at a night event. The night events are 3 hours. Like the White Christmas is a great example of that. They're a 3-hour event. I will always have a quick hello for people, but on that event is when I've just got to go. I'm sorry, guys, I got to go. I have to film, and I cannot miss each show, and they're back to back to back to back. So that's the nights where I'm just like, I've got to film. I've just got to film. It's a quick hello. I'm always happy to stop and say hi, have a quick photo if that's what you want. That's more than happy to do that, but it's got to be quick because I've got a really, really tight schedule of filming. If I miss something, then I've missed it, and I can't, So my aim is to show and feature everything about the event, and that's what I have to capture on the night. But no, that was fine, mate. It was great chatting with you there as well. So all good. You like the Funko wall? Yeah, that's only part of it too, by the way. That's all good, mate. That's all good. Okay, what do we got here? USA, Universal Parks, yeah. Yeah, all good. Yeah, I'll let you know. Definitely, mate. Definitely. All right. What else have we got here? Might get a dream world on Tuesday for the teachers' strike. Oh yeah, that's right. Teachers are striking next Tuesday. There you go. Yeah, probably we'll head to Dreamworld this weekend. I haven't finalized. I don't normally finalize my plan till either late Friday night or sometimes Saturday morning. Just depends on what else. I've got stuff to edit still as well. I've got heaps to edit, so we shall see. There you go. Says, forgot to mention, you are so tall in person. My friend and I, whilst trying to find you a joke, you were going to tower over everyone. Yep, 6'2". Yeah, the TV makes you look smaller and fatter. Nah, I'm just fat. Anyway, what do we got here? No, Dreamworld doesn't do a Christmas event as such. It'd be good if they did, but what they do offer at Dreamworld, and excuse me, it should be starting soon. Well, it'll be in December, actually. Is they have the Christmas night markets. Now, I really enjoy these because the atmosphere is really Christmassy and it's fun and festive. So, yeah, get along to a Dreamworld night Christmas market. They'll be advertising those soon, I reckon, on Facebook. So check that out. And yeah, get along if you can. We really enjoy going to them, and they've got Christmas stalls there and everything. So it's really, really cool. What's my opinion on them charging $5 per item in the cloakroom? I wasn't aware of that because I don't have anything to. I didn't use the cloakroom, but yeah, that seems like a bit of a money making exercise, I guess. But I mean, looking at how many people were there and how much the tickets are, and I know there's huge costs involved renting the space, but I know all the exhibitors pay rental costs as well. Obviously, bringing in the stars and things like that, it costs a lot of money. So maybe they just thought they just had to do it. I guess. I don't know. Seems a bit excessive, but we'll see if they do it in the Gold Coast one. You reckon they've gone down? The Supernova management have gone downhill. It's the same guy that runs it. I saw him there, so I know there's like one guy who is basically Supernova, and it is the same guy. So I don't know. I mean, he does all of them. So I'm not sure. Yeah, and obviously there was trains weren't working that weekend, so people were incurring extra costs of transport there too. If Comic Con, do they charge as well? Do they $4? Interesting. All right. Yeah, all the lines. Yeah, it was such a massive event. It was so busy, and that was one in one day as well. It limits the creativity for people who wear elaborate cosplay. Yeah, look, so many people go through so many or so much effort, and yeah, they were like being squeezed down the aisles like everybody else. So I know a lot of them end up in the foyer because there's more space there. I get that, but a lot of them go there to relax and rest. So I don't like bothering people out there too much. I did a couple at the end, but yeah. Yeah, sometimes they do let you in early at Supernovas, but yeah, I don't know. I got there well before opening, and I still had to queue for like 3 kilometers. Anyway, all right. Kinclaw, have you been on it yet? No, it's not open. They're only doing staff testing at the moment, so not yet. Don't know when it's opening. Should be soon though. I reckon it'll be soon. It'll be soon as Family Odyssey 22. I'm good. How are you all? Hope you're well. No, I wasn't. I was working today, so yeah, no. Just seen a video of where adventures. Oh, were they? Oh, they're at Dreamworld every single day. They don't. That's what they do. They just do TikTok. As far as I know, I was talking to them recently, so they just pretty much they're there every day. So yeah, I guess that's they love the claw, and I'm glad that actually they're one of the first to have actually been on it because they're all about the claw. So good on them. That's awesome. But now I mean I don't know. I'll probably go on it, but I don't know. I'm not looking forward to it. Put it that way. It's not my kind of favorite ride at all. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. Thanks, Aligo. Yeah, I'll definitely yeah. I probably will reach out actually for some questions of some of the events for next year. Adam saying, can't wait to see your video of the King Claw. Yeah, I'm not sure when it's opening, so I know they're testing at the moment with people. So yeah, we'll hopefully, soon. Hopefully soon. Aligo saying he got to go to into Mario Land before it was it was being built. Oh, that's pretty cool. That would have been awesome to see that. So cool. One of my favorite parts of the parks, Super Nintendo World. Cool. All right, so we've touched base on the new stunt show at Movie World, which is really exciting. We've spoken about Scooby Spooky Coaster coming back. What else did we talk about? We talked about Movie World, potentially the new, the Superman and the Flash reopening for Boxing Day or for around that time. I'm pretty sure that's confirmed. No exact date yet, and obviously no exact dates on the stunt show and Scooby Coaster. But we're thinking it would be early to mid December for both of those, which is really exciting. White Christmas starts on the 11th of December. If you're a pass holder, you get a free ticket to that event. You can redeem online. Check that out. It's definitely worth it, 100%. Yeah, Evil Corp. Again, we spoke about Evil Corp at length as well. So again, get along to that if you're in Fortitude Valley and you're 18 plus. It's worth doing, 100%. King Claw, yeah. Look, from what I've seen, it looks finished now. Pretty much looks finished. And obviously, if you're testing with people now, then there'll be so many more hours of that testing, staff training. So I reckon in the next probably week or two, we could even see that open. So that's really exciting. So obviously, they might even just soft open and just open and not do a big thing for that. I don't know. I mean, Rivertown was different as a whole land. This is a ride that just probably want to get open. So, yeah, we don't know. We don't know. What time is your live stream going to finish? Is it whenever people start writing comments? Generally, yeah, but everyone's a bit different. Some go for like an hour and a half. Some of them go for 2 hours. But I try to cap it maximum 2 hours. I mean, my ideal time would be an hour to an hour and a half because I'm conscious of the different time zones that people are in. And obviously, people have school, work, and all that, myself included, very early starts in the morning. So like 5 a.m. So, yeah, it's, yeah. And obviously, I've got an agenda of things I was wanting to discuss and bring up and chat about tonight, which we've pretty much got through all of that now. We have touched on briefly SeaWorld, the new dolphin show. I think it's called The One, is it? Or One? So that's coming soon as well, very soon. I don't know how much different it's going to be, but definitely excited to get along and see that again too. All right. Liliana's going to Bluey's World in Brisbane on the 2nd of December. Well, I hope you enjoy that. It's quite a cool place, that venue. Jay of Oceana, Saw Village Roadshow promotion for all the new stuff. Scooby-Doo, the new show, water slides, SeaWorld, dolphin show. That's pretty exciting. There's a lot going on, which is good. It's definitely a positive thing. So, yeah, it's exciting. It's going to be I think it's going to be a bumper peak season for the parks, for all the parks. So that's really, really positive. And of course, other parks are going to get spin off of that as well. Damien, how you doing? I'm good, mate. Hope you and the family are well. How do I think Spy Chase will compare to Stunt Driver 2? I don't think it's going to compare at all. I think totally two different, complete different scripts. And yeah, obviously this is going to be a movie-based stunt show rather than a drifting-based stunt show. So, when you think of an action movie, a lot of those spy movies are action-packed. There's always a good storyline. There's always explosions, car stunts. There's motorbikes, people falling off buildings, that kind of thing. That's all going to be in that stunt show. And as I mentioned, the guy that was doing Mad Mike at the police academy, the warm-up guy, he's coming back as well to do the warm-up for the crowd as well. It's so good. And I cannot wait to experience the new stunt show. I think everyone's going to just love it. And it's bringing back that movie magic to movie world, which is what it needs for a long time. So I'm really excited for everything that's happening, particularly that park as well. So it's good. No worries, Buzzy. Yeah, look, a lot of people come and go on these live streams, and it's perfectly fine. And it's a lot of people just jump on for 10 so minutes. Some stay the whole time, and it's perfectly fine. It's not a problem whatsoever. Everyone's busy and got other things on. It's midweek, so but I try and do that midweek thing so we can sort of catch up, discuss what's been happening as well. Obviously, I've got the Theme Park Cartel podcast, which we jump on once a month on Spotify as well, and then I'm doing weekly videos. Plus, I have content. I'm sort of uploading daily on Instagram, Threads, Facebook, that kind of thing. Particularly Instagram, you'll see real stories every day. You'll see something during the week. That's all scheduled, so that just drops automatically through the week. Obviously, I work full time. I'm not a full time YouTuber, so I just do my weekend. It's my weekend hobby, and but I'm really big on engagement. So hence why we do these live streams as well. And yeah, it's really cool that you guys want to hang out for an hour or so and chat about theme parks and what's happening and opinions and all that kind of stuff. It's really cool, and I enjoy it. So I appreciate everyone's time as well with these live streams. And they're every second Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. I haven't checked actually how that aligns with Christmas, because Christmas is I think a Thursday, but Christmas Eve. I probably, if it falls on that one, I haven't looked at the calendar yet. We probably will postpone that. Christmas Eve, everyone's got other things to do. So anyway, we'll chat about that closer to the time. Thanks, Damien. Appreciate it, mate. Hey, Jamie. So yeah, so we've been invited. A few of us have been invited to the Scooby Doo to ride it before the public. They haven't given us a date though, so we don't know yet because they haven't announced the opening date of Scooby yet officially. And so yeah, we're just waiting for an email or a confirmation of when this. Yeah, I think because they're still commissioning the ride or recommissioning the ride, so they've got to wait till that's done. I think 500 consecutive cycles with no faults, and then it's good to go. So if something faults, they've got to reset kind of thing. And so I think they're just waiting until that's confirmed, and then they'll have that invitation out there. So we don't know yet. Are the people going to get are the people going to get hurt? The people that jump off the roof because it might be hard flooring at the stunt show. So I'm not sure what you're saying, but when they do the high falls, there's actually massive air mattress, like big proper stunt mattresses or air mattress things that fall on. I'm not sure the correct name of those, and they're hidden behind sets and things, so you don't see it. But it's all safety first. Looks similar to the one at Movie Park Germany. Yeah, it could well be very similar to that. I think you're right. I think it'd be similar to that. Again, they don't have to pay for an IP, so that's really cool. Yeah, Riley does live streams on TikTok. He does everything. That's So Mid is his channel. Oh, yeah. What would you do to improve Movie World if you had full creative control? I would just look at real draw card rides and turning it. I'd be definitely turning it back into a movie based park like a Universal Studios, because it's kind of lost that. But I think they're heading back into that now. That's what I think they're doing, which is really cool. So, but they need some pretty major draw card rides, and I think dark rides, like, they need to massively invest in these dark rides. Like in they don't have the budget that the American parks have, let's face it. But if they could get some investors on board to somehow do something like Transformers, which is also like Spider-Man ride at Universal in Florida, it would be that's the next level kind of thing we need here in Australia. But comes down to money. Ideally, I mean, yeah, I mean, it just comes down to budget. Let's face it. But yeah, if they put something in like what Disney have done, I mean, Disney's budget's obviously yeah, next level. Epic Universe, I think the Harry Potter land alone, and they spent $1 billion just on that one land. And there's like, was there 5 lands or something in that park? So yeah, look, we don't have that kind of budget here, but that's what we need. So I would turn it more back into the movie park that it's supposed to be, or that it once was, with theming, with different attractions and rides. Everything be based around that, 100%. Um, with the Flash ride, what's with the Flash ride? Been to Movie World twice this year, March and then October, and never seen it open. I think earlier on in the year it might have had maintenance. Now it's unplanned maintenance. So my understanding is it will be definitely open, as far as I know, around that Boxing Day kind of time frame. Um, so I think I'm not sure. It was fully refurbished, so I was surprised that something went wrong. But I think there was something to do with. Um, I was told, I can't remember now. It was something, I think, to do with the wheel assembly or bearings or something like that. I think. Don't quote me. I'm not 100% sure of that, but something like that. So, as far as I know, yeah, there'll be definitely Superman, and that one is supposed to be back open for peak end of December, which is it. That's when they need them open. Let's face it. Ileana's off to bed because you got an early start tomorrow. No worries. Thank you so much for jumping on the live. Always appreciate you being on here. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Jake, Maloney's Coasters, how are you, mate? If you had infinite money to build a Jaggs Journeys theme park, what would 3 rides you would add or build or add a Jaggs Journeys theme park? Ooh, I mean, I'm just big on themed things, right? Like experiencing the ride, but in a way that you're immersed completely. And I haven't been on some of the most. You've been on a lot more themed, awesome rides than I've ever been on. So I can only talk about ones I've kind of been on, really. So look, again, having some kind of a dark ride like Star Wars, like next level kind of thing. I mean, not just Star Wars. There's obviously, there's many dark rides, the trackless ones. Yeah, but just the theming, the technology, and the animatronics and stuff like that. I don't know what it'd be themed to, but definitely one like that. I reckon a decent, real decently themed dark ride, a really awesome coaster. But I'm really liking that new one that Riley went on. What's the name of the theme park? In was it France? Yeah, in France. The name just escapes me. You'll probably know it, Jake. That one, it's a Mark coaster ride, but it's a water coaster as well. And there's one coming to. Is it coming to Disney? No, it's coming to Dollywood. There's one coming to Dollywood next year. So I think that's the next level of, like, because I love water rides as well, but having that coaster water ride in one, and from what I've seen, what they're going to be doing at Dollywood is like next level. So yeah, something like that as well. And yeah, I guess. I mean, maybe a Giga coaster. I don't know. Depending on space, you want something that's a draw card, like major draw card. Something like, or dive coaster, maybe even. I don't know. But it have to be 3. Yeah. Yeah. Major things, like major draw cards. Futurescope, yeah, that's the one. Or Futuroscope, yeah. The Mark Rocking boat. Yeah, Mission Bermudas. Yeah. That one, man, it looks crazy. And how lucky was Riley to ride it on on a day when it was opening. Crazy. So yeah, that was really well timed. It was very lucky. So yeah, that's really exciting. So that would be my something like that, I guess. I haven't really had too much time to think about that, but yeah, just 3 insanely highly themed, highly sought after rides that people just want to come and spend whatever money to ride. That's what I think. Obviously, I had no budget to to go by either. So, Rise of the Resistance. That's the Star Wars one. That's definitely the one. Insane. It was nice to have you at EvilCorp. Thank you very much. You guys do an amazing, incredible job. Like I said earlier, if you weren't on here, I gave you guys a massive rap and told everyone they got to come to check out EvilCorp in Fortitude Valley in Brisbane, 18 plus. But check it out, Saturday nights, incredible. I do have other videos coming out. What I released was just a taster, if you like. I'm just strapped for time because I work full time. But there'll be some more content coming out, so you'll see more of Evil Corp coming soon. But thank you. It was a great night as always, and just awesome. You guys did an amazing job. Highly recommend it. I do think the prices should be dropped if half the rides are down. You know what? Like I said a bit earlier, you might not have been on here earlier. Sometimes when you book or when people book these trips, if they're not an annual pass holder, sometimes they haven't checked what rides are down, or they weren't, or maybe those rides weren't all down at that time because unplanned maintenance happens. Unfortunately, usually when there's planned maintenance on other rides, so then all of a sudden instead of having 1 or 2 down, you got 3 or 5 down. All people need to do is, instead of harping on about it, because I get it, you pay full price in half the park, they just need to pop into their guest services while they're in park. That's what it's there for, and just say, hey, is there anything you guys could do? We didn't realize half the rides were closed. We've come from all the way from wherever. We've paid full price. Is there anything you can do? I'm sure they would ask you questions like, are you coming? Are you going to be around for a few more days? I know when I used to work there years ago, people would ask, and if they were, without getting yelling and screaming, 9 times out of 10, they'd offer them a return pass for the day or something. So, they're pretty understandable. And a lot of these things are out of everyone's control. So, they're not purposely trying to just charge full price for half the rides. Not purposely. And they do put on their website that these rides are down. That's not hidden, but I guess it is extremely disappointing for people. I get it. I'd be annoyed if I went all the way to Disneyland and half the park was closed but then again, I would be researching that before I left. When is the downtime? What's down when? Because if there was a specific one that I absolutely want to ride, I'd make sure that one is open where possible. So, it's a bit of give and take, I think. But yeah, it is disappointing. But usually if they just talk to them there, I think they're pretty reasonable. Travis saying it was lovely to meet me at Dreamworld. Thank you very much. Happy Halloween nights. Yep. No dramas, mate. No dramas. Thank you so much. I enjoy meeting everyone who supports the channel. Super excited that you get to ride Scooby-Doo first when it reopens. Looking forward to the video. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's not just me. It is obviously. I don't know who they've actually invited. To be honest, I have no idea. But I know that my invitation said there'll be you and a selected other people, selected others, or something. It was worded something like that. So, so no doubt content creators, which is great. I mean, I think honestly, it's great to see that the parks are doing more of that now. There's more. Just about every week, there's another new content creator out there. And I think it's everyone puts their own style and spin, and that's what's good about it, right? So, like, I'm sure you guys don't just subscribe to me. I don't just subscribe to me either. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I subscribe to many channels because, for one, I like to support everyone who's creating content as well and give them views as well. Um, and most of us know each other too. It's a real cool little community, and everyone does their own style and everything. And it's great that the parks are finally starting to do what the US parks do well, is invite creator content or theme park creator content, content creators. Sorry, because for a while there they start inviting just people that are just influencers who have maybe okay they might have 1 million followers or whatever, but their main genre might be, I don't know, surfing or makeup. Or they're not theme park people. I get it. They're still going to get exposure on their channel, and some of those people watching are probably going to be theme park channel. I get it, but the people that are there in and out, like day in day out, or week on week off, we're there constantly trying to provide their customers with valuable content from our perspective of things as well, and what it's like to visit and what can expect. Some things you don't see everything in a brochure or online, so that's what I feel we fit in to the picture. And we're doing essentially free advertising for the parks, so it's really nice that they're starting to bring us in and give us the opportunity to do this for them as well. It's great, so they should do more of it, and look at, like, not just YouTubers or whatever. There's people that do like like blogs and stuff like that as well. There's people that are just on Instagram. They like bring them all in, yeah, I think it's awesome. So yeah, I hope they do more of it. I hope they do a lot more of it. What's your top 3 rides of all time? One of yours has just been destroyed. So, Ripper Ride Rocket. I went on that in when I was there in April, and I actually enjoyed that ride. It was pretty cool. So it's a shame it's gone, but at least I got to ride it, which is cool. My number 1 is definitely Stardust Races at Epic Universe. I absolutely loved that ride. Oh, so good, so good. You know what? My number 2. Funnily enough, we were just talking about this on our Patreon podcast when we recorded that last night. What did I say? Because I was toying around a few there. Oh, geez, what was it? Oh man, it escapes me right this second, actually. But I haven't even got it written down still, because I wrote them down. I spent a bit of time thinking about that. I think my number 3 was. I think number 2. Number 2 was. So number 1 was Stardust. Number 2 was Hagrid's. It was Hagrid's. That's what it was. At Universal Islands of Adventure. Sorry, no, it's at is it Islands of Adventure? Yeah. Incredible. And number 3, I think was. I think I might put down Velocicoaster as number 3. I think, yeah, something like that. Pretty crazy. I do love Jurassic Park though. I definitely love. I've been on a few different versions and love them all. Jason says, I just watched a random video of yours that popped up from over 5 years ago. Interesting to see the changes in the parks, including food prices. Yeah. No, it is. I mean, they're always evolving. They're always putting in new things, and they've got to, so people keep coming back and trying new things, right? It's funny. I find when there's an event coming up, all my old videos start popping up quite often again. So people obviously, start watching. That's a good thing about YouTube. They just sit on there and they can, excuse me, they can just, people can watch them whenever they want to watch them. Yeah. Hey Jason, you had a great day at Movie World today. Flash speed, yeah. So Flash and Superman should be open for peak season. So like no official date, but around that Boxing Day, 26th, 27th. Might be just before then or just after then, but around that time, the start of peak, we should see both of those reopen again. We should see them reopen again, from my understanding. But it hasn't been announced, so of course, if they're not happy with it, they won't open until they're happy with it and they've done the right amount of testing and all that. So hopefully that's what we can. Hopefully that's what we can see is them. Yep, I've been to Conveyor World. Yep, TNT. I really like the theming of TNT. Yeah, if you just search on my channel, if you just spin the search bar, just type Conveyor World, you'll find the video there. On ride POV of that ride and also Buzzsaw as well, which is Project Zero. So I was talking to someone recently, and they were saying that Project Zero is quite rough. Again, like Buzzsaw was really rough. I stopped riding Buzzsaw at Dreamworld, which is now there as Project Zero, but it was refurbished and totally like brand new when I rode it when it had not long opened, and it was a really great ride experience. I was like, wow, this is actually really good again, really great. But I just heard recently it's a bit rough. But maybe that's just a kind of style of ride it is. I don't know. Like, interesting to ride it again soon. It's still quite a unique ride, that one. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, enjoyed it. It was really hot, really summery when I was there. It was like January, and the flies, they were just everywhere. It was hard to. Every time we talked, it eat 3 flies. So but the water park and everything, it's a great park. We really enjoyed visiting Gambier World. So yeah, definitely a great park. Would love to go back again one day too. All right, guys, that's actually going to do it for tonight. We're going to wrap it up here. We've been going for nearly an hour and a half, so I think that's long enough for a Wednesday. And I do appreciate you guys taking time out of your week and everything to be here, having a chat. We've covered a lot tonight, actually, with all the new stuff that's happening, dates and new shows and reopening coasters. And yeah, we've covered everything. White Christmas, King Claw, Big Brother, obviously, we touched on that. But Big Brother, you can get a photo on the diary room chair. I think it's $20. Professional photo. Certain times in the day, I did post it on Instagram, and thank you to one of my subscribers who sent me that information to post. So it's cool. Like, I mean, that's something cool. And I believe once the show's finished, I'm pretty sure there's going to be like house tours. I think it's going to be free. I think it would be. But for that photo on that chair, that's the money. That's the money shot, right? $20. So fair cool. But yeah, it's exciting. There's heaps happening at all the parks. So and obviously I did Evil Corp as well in between, which was just awesome. If you want to know any questions about that, just drop us a DM on Insta, and happy to answer questions about Evil Corp as well. Anyway, so yeah, I just want to say a big thank you, everyone, for supporting Jaggs Journeys, for watching the content, and following on socials as well. Is really appreciated, and and obviously taking your time to be here on the live streams as well. Greatly appreciated. What's replacing Stunt Shot Movie World? So we just touched on that today. So it's called Spy Chase. It is a movie spy. It's like a scene from a spy movie. There'll be motorbikes, cars, explosions, storyline, people falling off buildings. It's going to be awesome. Mid-December, that'll be kicking off. Very excited. I did post a few things on Instagram, so if you jump onto my Instagram at Jaggs Journeys AU, you will be able to see some reels and some information about the new stunt show. Plus, if you just go on a Movie World's socials, you'll see it all there, obviously, as well. And every single other social content creator has posted today as well. So everyone is so much out there about it. It's exciting. So it's the news of the day. So it's really cool. So yeah. What's this? How good is your Gwent deck? I'm not sure what that means. Sorry. I heard it's big amongst Dreamworld staff. I'm not even sure what that is. I apologize. I don't understand what that is. Um, anyway, I just want to say a big thanks to everyone again for jumping on to the live stream. Make sure you join me again in a fortnight. So 2 Wednesdays time, 7:30 p.m. Queensland time. And again, I'll as we get closer to Christmas, I'll let you know. Should we have to, if it falls on Christmas Eve, we'll postpone or cancel that particular one there as well. Anyway, hopefully you'll be able to get out and do something fun this weekend, theme parks or attractions related. And don't forget to check out my Instagram as well at Jaggs Journeys AU. Give us a follow there. But also, don't forget to subscribe to Jaggs Journeys. I'm sure most of you do now on YouTube as well. It does keep the journey going. And if you do like the video, give us a like. But also, there's a hype button there. Click that as well. That helps push my content out and supports my channel even further as well. And don't forget, if you do want a shout out and you want to support the channel even further, and there's always the Buy Me a Coffee option. The link is in the bio. Or on Instagram, it's on Linktree, or on some of my videos, you'll see the QR code on the screen for that as well. And it's all greatly appreciated. And thank you, Phil Radar, tonight too for the super chat. That's really, really greatly appreciated, and definitely appreciate everyone taking the time to comment tonight and ask questions. That's what this is all about, and I really get a lot out of this, and appreciate all of you guys, and ladies as well. So thank you all so much. Greatly appreciated. We're going to leave it there, and I hope everyone has a great week. And for now, we will wish you all a good night, and hope you all have a wonderful week. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next journey. Good night.